So if you guys follow along with Big Man Fishing, here's one of our catfish that we caught. I'm gonna show you in this video how to skin it and cook it. We'll start off with the little guy. All right, so what you wanna do is you wanna find the back of their skull. And it's about right here. You can feel the hard bone. We wanna do a little cut down. You can feel where their skull ends. So you want to cut right behind that. What you want to do is try and get a little flap, because we're going to use a tool that you might not be used to seeing in the kitchen. Get yourself some of these bad boys. Make sure you grab the skin really tight, and then you're going to pull down. Give it a tug. You can tell how clean it comes off. Doing the same to the other side. Look at that. Clean. What you can do is chop it into pieces. You can fillet off the bone, but that's one way of getting the skin off. You normally don't see these in the kitchen, but for this situation, it works really good. All right, so I'm gonna show you how to fillet the catfish once you have the skin off. You're gonna start back up here on the top of the spine. And you're gonna slowly run your knife against the spine down to the back. You wanna keep pressure against the spine. Just let the knife do the work. You wanna ride along the spine, doing small cuts all the way down. You can see how we're separating it. If you have a sharp knife, it makes this job so much easier. So when you're up here, you have the rib cage. You can do the same thing. You're gonna follow down the rib cage to the bottom of the stomach. Just let the knife do the work. Nice catfish fillet for them catfish nugs. We'll be doing that later in the video. All right, here's the other side. Not as nice and clean. I'm not a professional, but we made it work. We made it work. This is what the catfish looks like after it's done. You got the little belly fat. I'm gonna pass on that though. You have just a little bit of meat in here. You could save this if you want to make a fish soup. You could throw this in and all that meat will fall off the bone. You have some meat in the head as well. Some people love this. So not too bad. Now we're gonna move on to the big boy. All right, here's the big dog. Just a little bit bigger. So we're gonna do the same thing to this one. I'm not gonna video it because I actually need some more room. So I'm gonna take the camera down. But once it's finished, I'll bring you back and I'll show you what we got. We're done skinning this big bad boy. It made a mess. Look at that. And now time to fillet it. We'll be back. Once again, we're left with a beautiful fillet. Now to do the other side. There it is, the last fillet. Ready for the catfish nugs. Here's a catfish fillet. We caught this catfish last night. If you haven't checked out Big Man Fishing Outdoors with Greg, we went fishing last night. We spent the night at Willow Beach and we caught us some beauties. A couple catfish. I believe he caught a trout, but for some reason the trout escaped the basket. But hopefully you enjoy this cook. This is a catfish fillet. And I'm gonna be making catfish tacos. So you wanna try and cut your catfish evenly. See how they're even chunks? So that's gonna make sure that everything cooks evenly. If you got too big of a piece, it's just gonna take a lot longer to cook. You want all of your food to be done at the same time. Look at these beautiful pieces of catfish. It's gonna be some good eating. This little guy right here. We don't need to cut that up. All right, so I'm gonna do a coleslaw that we're gonna put on the tacos. So I have green and purple coleslaw. Chop it up fine. I'm gonna give it 2 chops to the side. Our purple. Alright, so we got our cabbage chopped up. So what I'm gonna add into this, I'm gonna add in some mayonnaise and some seasonings and a little bit of lemon. Start off with the mayonnaise. Cut this up, half of a lemon. That boy juicy. And you know what we got right here? One of my favorites. Smells so good. If you haven't tried the blend from Kinder's, it's a must try. I believe they have it at Sam's Club for like less than $5. So this is just gonna add a nice crunch when we make our fish tacos and some good flavor. You're gonna have that lime from the coleslaw. So there's some people that don't like to add extra lime. I love lime, by the way. But if you just like a nice subtle taste of lime, you'll probably be good with just this. Make sure you always taste as you go. Let's give this bad boy a try. Yes, sir. Now we talking. Perfect. So we're gonna put this in the refrigerator and we'll move on to the sauce. Next is gonna be our sauce. And for that, we got some cream from the Mexican market. This bad boy's thick, and you know how I like my thick stuff. See this bad boy? So we're gonna blend this with some cilantro. With some cilantro, some lemon, and a little bit of our Kinders. And it is delicious on top of fish tacos. So let me mix this up, put it in a blender, and I'll show you how it turns out. Throw in the cilantro. Hit it with the lemon. Bad boy's juicy. Now the cream. All right, now give it a blend and we'll be back. All right, this is what it looks like after we blended it. I almost forgot to add my secret ingredient. Some chicken bouillon. This stuff is underrated, man. For sure, it's the MSG inside. I just can't get enough of that flavor. You can go without if you want. You can give it a try without, but trust me, it just adds that extra kick. All right, we finally blended in the chicken bouillon. So give this bad boy a scrape. And then we gotta give it a taste. This sauce is delicious on top of the fish tacos. See what we got. Oh yeah, delicious. Now we'll put it in a squeeze bottle and we'll move on to the next step. All right, so what I like to do with these sauces is add into a little squeeze bottle. It makes it easier to put on top of what you need. And there it is, the sauce. Don't forget to give it a little shake and bake every time you go to pour it on. Oh my goodness. Bad boy is so good. Man, I had to grab me a chip. And be waiting all day for this fish to be made. All right, we got our pan on medium high. We're gonna throw some avocado oil in. Oil's hot enough. Let's throw a couple pieces down, see what we got. So I haven't seasoned these little pieces yet. I'm gonna wait until we take them out. And then I'm gonna hit them with the seasoning because I don't want the seasoning to burn. Alright, these bad boys are pretty much done. I'm gonna take them off, put them in a bowl, hit them with that seasoning. So you got the fish. Don't forget to season. You don't want to go too heavy because with all the other stuff that we have, but make sure you mix it up. Look at that. Nice little color. Oh yeah. Ready to plate. We're gonna lay down some fish. Don't forget the slaw. the sauce. Tell me that bad boy don't look good. Look at this bad boy. Oh yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy, because I know I'm about to enjoy this bad boy. Until next time, guys.